Hello. So, we have a new game today. This game came out today, and publishers, Cubite, were generous enough to grant me a copy of this game for streaming Poipusses. Poipusses. I really like saying that. I really need a streaming Poipusses emote along with a titular character. Anyway, silliness aside, Lunar Axe. We are playing today. Now, I'm running a little bit on fumes, but I didn't want to not stream, so we're going to promise 90 minutes guaranteed. Beyond that, it'll be a toss-up between my brain and how good the game, or how much the game has engaged me. But even if we don't go past 90 minutes, just to clarify at the start, it's not a reflection on the game. I've been going through a few things lately and not really sleeping, so you know, I need a distraction. This looks like a beautiful distraction, and I'm excited to stream it today. So let me tell you all about this game. Sorry, I started doing my... never mind. Anyway, I was like, I'm not going to go with the weird voice. It's all good. So, as I said, published by Cubite Interactive, developed by Opus Game Studio. This was released on console today, which is the 18th of April 2024 for anyone watching après after the fact. It is a cross-platform, cross-platform. It's available on Xbox One and the Series X. It's also on PlayStation, Switch, and it was released in 2022. She says, yeah, early 2022, I think, on PC via Steam, itch.io. The developers and publishers are Brazilian. And this is based, inspired by Brazilian folklore. Based on real locations, the scenes are, and it's hand-drawn 2D art. It looks gorgeous. You know me, love a good hand-drawn, well, I love a good point and click, but I love a good hand-drawn point and click, you know, just because I just really love, I mean, not disparaging computer drawn, because that is equally as nice. Anything, honestly, anything that's pretty and has been created by a human and not AI, I'm all for. So yeah, that is my clarification. It can be hand drawn on a computer, it can be hand drawn on paper, but I just, you know, as long as an AI didn't do it, I'm all good. I appreciate the beauty, and this one is giving me real. What's the game? Fable. Real Fable vibes. And also a little bit of Van Gogh. So, what is this game about, you say? Well, you know, not babbling on. In the interests of not spending 20 minutes explaining what it is and actually doing some playing, Lunar Axe is a point-and-click adventure game with locations and story inspired by real places with incredible hand-drawn art. The story begins after a massive earthquake rocks the city, trapping you inside the ruins of a collapsed building. Now you must find a way to escape the abandoned house, unravel the mystery behind the strange tremors, and meet the guardian spirit of a mystical artifact. Investigate, collect, match clues and objects through various puzzles and hidden objects. Scenes, find historical items that will help you understand the mystery that surrounds the city. Explore different locations based on real environments that offer a perfect combination of legend and history, learning more about the real facts that inspired the game with a gallery of references. Ooh, do love me some reference facts. Going to be reading those with much glee. So, yeah, you must solve puzzles and explore different environments to find a mystical weapon and discover the mystery behind the earthquakes that are destroying the city. I may have just read that bit twice, but, you know me. So, point and click, hidden object game, love it. Achievement-wise, there's no flags, literally, because it just came out today. Only 11 people have started it. I will be number 12. Sadly, for, you know, the fans, Dan and Milo and other dog-loving fans, the first achievement on the list is, can you pet the dog? And the answer is, I'm afraid not. But hey, at least they acknowledged it with an achievement. There is also one called Defenestrate, and I'm definitely a fan of that. So, there are story-based achievements looking at it. There are Sherlock achievements, literally. Sherlock 1, 2, 3, 4, for exploring the whole of each area. Some of which have not yet been achieved. So there seem to be 4 areas that you can explore fully. There's an achievement for finishing the game on hard mode. Definitely all for that. And find all documents, find all night creatures. So thinking Artifacts Mundi styled. Oh, and find all wood pieces. So we're looking for wood pieces, night creatures, and documents. Don't know how many there are, and I guess we'll see if there's a progress tracker. So Artifacts Mundi style, as in gameplay style, with hidden objects, point and click puzzles, and potentially collectibles, and definitely collectibles to be found. There are 30 achievements, and it's too soon to say whether they are all achievable, but because obviously it's literally just come out. But it is possible that 3 of the Sherlocks are not, as no one has them yet, and people have completed the game, in the sense of completed the story. Okay, one person has 27 of the 30. Okay, so very much too soon to say if they miss something or if things are broken. And I don't want to make assertions or cast any aspersions. So the location is, and I'm going to butcher this, I'm really sorry, São Luís in Brazil. There are 35 different scenes, 35 plus different scenes, 30 plus puzzles and hidden objects, an original soundtrack, bonus material with storyline references, yay. And yeah, I think I hit all of my things that I like to say. Oh, price. So, it's out on Xbox for £4.19 or $4.99, which is perfectly cromulent. I do like cromulent as a word. How do I find out how much people... Oh, so the person that has 27 achievements has played like 7 hours. And the person underneath that has played 53 minutes. So, no idea as to an estimation of how long this story is. As I said, setting myself sort of a, min target of 90 minutes for today. Hi, Jessie. Just because I'm running on very little sleep, and and Jessie, because we're not switched over to the scene, has gone, are we asking questions today? And the answer is heck yeah. Hi, Jessie, welcome in. I am made with Unity. I'm currently doing my whole surviving on fumes thing. At some point I am going to crash. Yesterday that was about 9 p.m. Which at least meant I had a little bit more sleep when I woke up at 4. But yeah, it's not been the greatest of past couple of days. Okie dokes, right. So I'm just gonna turn up the game a little on my side. Check the balance. Right. It has a little mouse. And look, this is why I said it's a little bit Van Gogh. Because this very much is reminiscent to me of Starry Night, which is one of my absolute favourite paintings. Weighted blanket? I've been overheating rather drastically, so you know, I think that would probably not be a great thing. It has gone up, so the temperature is in double digits. We're talking like 10, which means, of course, I am like, oh my god, it is so warm, because my internal thermometer. Yeah, it's not really anxiety, it's more stress. But I'm hoping that I can, you know, resolve it. And at the very least, I've got a holiday next week. We're going to the beach, and, you know, water is great. Not to go in, because it'll be freezing, but definitely to, you know, inspire me. But yeah, weighted blankets are good, you know, for some people, for anxiety and other things. Me, not specifically. I did try Leakey's, which obviously is not weighted for me because he's an entire foot taller. I didn't feel anything other than trapped. But he loves it, so, you know. Yes, he's very, very tall. Very, very tall. So, yeah, I think he said something like when the postal worker delivered, like, the package with the weighted blanket, it was just ridiculously heavy. Because they do it, you know, proportionate to body. But yeah, I haven't really... you know, got on with that sort of thing. I'm not a big fan of feeling trapped. I like open doors and, you know, no covers if I have to. So these should match up with the achievements, in which case they're all 30. So we've got, as I said, finish the game on hard mode. We've got find all wood pieces, find all night creatures, find all documents. These are the Sherlocky ones that I mentioned. These 3 here, 2, 3, and 4 are the ones that not a person has unlocked yet on TA. But let's see. Yeah, they have been unlocked outside of TA. So I'm going to call. Oh, not that one though. Sherlock 2. Okay, so I'm just going to take it as a challenge. So that when we get to the Sao Pantaleo Church, I am no good with Portuguese, sorry, to find everything. So yeah, achievements. Not sure if there's a tracker for collectibles. References. Is that a seahorse? Find the wood pieces to unlock the game references. Oh, no! No. This is not a seahorse. This is a sea dragon! It's a sea dragon! I love it. I love it. I'm very excited to collect the wooden pieces now. Okay, right. So I'll probably run through the credits at the end because we probably won't finish the game today. So, use the left stick to move the cursor around the screen to interact with objects and scenery. The cursor changes when positioned over transitions, collectibles, or interactive areas. Oh, nice. Love that. Love that. Press the A button on objects in the scenery to interact with them. Collected objects can be found in your inventory. Good. Nice standard A button is great, rather than having to try and figure out which trigger I'm pressing. Some objects can be combined, and it's X. So we're talking at this point sort of similar controls to the Artifacts Mundi published games, which is great because that's nice, consistent methodology. Keep the A button pressed and drag. That's cool. Oh, with the cursor as its reference point. I like that because sometimes if I'm dragging stuff over other stuff, I'm not 100% on if I've got it in the right place and it's failing, especially when it then plonks it back in your inventory. So knowing that it's the cursor, that's good. Lantern in the bottom left can show you collectible items in the areas rather than indirectable. Okay, cool. Excellent. I love a good have you got all the hidden points thing. Alright, you can access documents using the side panel. Also displays current tasks required to proceed with the journey. So, okay. Let's have a peek at the options. So, language, English, simplify. Just kidding, just kidding. We not have English, you know, England. There we go. Difficulty, hard, because there's an achievement for it. Sensitivity, I will leave as is. And sound is reasonable. Let me know if it's too loud. Actually, I might just balance it back in the middle. We'll see if it's voiced. Possibly not. Right, okay. Okay, it only took 20 minutes to get set up. There's a lovely Ouroboros in the loading icon, but it's hidden behind my thing. Yeah, it's Fable Beats Van Gogh art style. And it's quite a violent earthquake. You know, earthquake's not good. I love the little Ouroboros. That's a little pop-up. I think that was how to play. Might come back. That was some sort of weird thing going up, see? Oh, okay, so LB gets me my items. The lantern apparently recharges. Oh, I was still in there. Okay. We've got options and then we've got tasks. Get out of the man. Oh, yeah, because that was the whole point in the description. And then documents, which we've not yet collected. Font size, reasonable. I can read that from here. Good contrast. Nice font, actually. Nice sort of concession to clear, but also fitting in with the handwritten thing. Options, that text is a little small. Items, I'm picky now because I've got old person eyesight. Okay, so there's behind there. Oh, and here. Entrance is blocked. I need to find another way out. So that was up the stairs. Can we go back? No. Where? How do we get back? Oh no. There was other stuff to look at and now I'm lost. Ah, stairs. Got it, right. I was going to say there was another interaction-y thingy that I could look beside the stairs. Ooh, pretty. I have no idea what this is. Will it tell us? That's a nice sea serpent. 1671. Okay. Collecting wood. Beware. Ooh, you're pretty. Owl. Oh, bloop. Yay, the Watcher. Find the night creature that watches everything. Nice. Ooh. Ah. Ah, it's interesting. Oh, good. It's got a snap too. That's great. Oh, that shape here looks like a cat. That's interesting. It shrinks, which actually is quite good because it allows you a little bit of leeway and you can actually see if it fits the space. Possibly having it stay the same size makes it much easier to pattern match. But I can confidently say that I have created a similar type of interaction in a little fun little prototype project that I was working on. So I can appreciate the effort that goes into figuring out the intersections of these pieces. Because these are not square. So luckily it's fairly lenient on the snapping. Okay. Right. apparently cleaning it, I think. Okay. Ooh, now it's shiny. No? Are we clicking on all the areas? Because that changed colour. Well, that changed colour, but... Okay. Well, it's not shining now, so... not entirely sure. Ooh! We got... a right eye! And now I'm just getting through the dragon's eye flashbacks. There must be a way to open this. I am sure there is. Okay, so... I can't use this right now. Ah, I can't use the lantern. Okay, interesting. Right, so that goes back. So, I remember there was a sort of interaction, a cursed sensitivity. So I'm just gonna... Hello. Down. Amazing how some things just this time. Hi, Dan and Milo. And yes, that was a very epic moon. All the exits are blocked. Okay. Oh, okay. Right. That looks like something I can pick up. You got Clunky Hero. Cool. In RTDL or you purchased the game? Also, don't forget about your token, Jesse. I did email you, I remember. And last week's games are up. Oh, you purchased the game. Cool. Okay. Monday, May 17th, 1660. I've just returned from the village. I still cannot... I mean, I won't forget because they're in my spreadsheet, but yeah. Are you streaming Clunky Hero then? Is that something you plan to do? Or was it Dan was talking about it and you were like, eh. It's a lot of value. All the tokens, yeah. Oh, he's been playing it. Cool. Okay, I just returned from the village. I still cannot believe my eyes. The village was destroyed in a matter of seconds. That did not seem to be from this world. Even more impressive was how the natives knew exactly what to do to defend themselves, almost as if it was not something unexpected, like they've been through this before. Thank God they had that axe. It was like they could control time. I cannot imagine what could have happened had they not won. Them's the fighting words. Alright, so now does that mean that I have... Get out the mana access. I should have... Ripmar's Journal 1. Excellent. When you can actually look at the stuff that you've collected, that's good. Oh. I can see something in there, but I do not have a key. I have an eye and a plank. I am already slightly concerned. We also got a chair. That I'm going to miss something because of the nature of the game and not being able to massively clearly see doors and sort of how rooms interact, like map-wise. You have a bucket on your head. Okay. On the morning of the 18th of March, 1660, there was a great earthquake on the North Bank. It's possible to see ruins of large villages, fallen rocks, huge plantations, uprooted and thrown in the river, of very high ground with scrubs fallen on top, and white, red, and yellow soil around, stones and trees thrown from above piling up in the river. I do really like this font. It's eminently readable. Ooh, hello. don't seem to be able to interact with that yet. Excuse me. Again, caveat, not the game. It is... Where the water coming from behind that rotten door? Maybe something big can break it. Can you hit it with a chair? Oh, okay. Defenestrate! You know what that means. I can't. And that no, water is leaking from that crack in the wall. Okay, right. Well, we defenestrated, I think. One of these days I'll yawn at the game, we don't realise it. I mean, no, there are definitely some games that I've been like, this is very slow. And do apologise. Like the woman who yawned. This is very slow, and I can feel myself falling asleep because of the game. I'm looking at some of the episodes of Phoenix Wright when I'm talking about this. But I am literally just yawning all the time at the moment, and it is not anything's fault. Nonary Island. Oh, yeah, that one was a bit slow. I don't know what this wants me to do. I cleaned it off. I interacted with someone over here. Maybe it just gave me the eye, and that's all I need to do with it. And I'm spoilt by the games that like to, you know, non-interact things that I've finished with. So, yeah. 1671. This door looks stuck. I've also not seen anything obvious as a, like, collectible aside from the documents that I've picked up. Oops. It's entirely too easy to accidentally click on the wrong thing. I haven't yet learnt the 1720 newspaper. I haven't yet learnt the what all the different cursor controls are. So we went that way. This way was nothing. That entrance is blocked. So now I guess we do go up these stairs. We need a key. So, oh, let me go downstairs because I was not paying attention to my cursor changing. Hi, Lady McGree. Okay, so was that this door or was that behind me? I think behind me. Okay. Ah, hello. See the building that collapsed in the street? I'm lucky I didn't die. How? Sorry. How's everyone doing? How have weeks been? I think it's Thursday. I'm not entirely sure, I'll be honest. Can't go left, can't go forward, let's go right. Woo! Is it hailing? No, it's just weird. It's a week in the month of April. Yeah. Ah! It's like a little movie clip. It's a vampire? Okay. Right, what's this? Ooh! Ooh. Pretty hidden object. Okay. Tarot card. Candle. Left eye. Oh. What? Okay. Ah. There we go. No, that was an insect. Moon and feather. Okay. A little harder to distinguish things on this because of the nature of the hand-drawnness. but it is very pretty. But yeah, it's a week in the month of April in the year of 2024. I will go with that. That could be an eye. Yeah, that's the left eye. Okay, moon and a feather. If you spot it, do let me know. Again, apologies. Ah, feather? No. If you say it, see it. Say it, see it, say it, sorted. Except that if you make it rhyme better, it's sort it, which sort of implies you have to fix it yourself. I mean, it kind of looks like there's a moon up here, but I think that's just because the eye came out. Oh, that is darn good tea. Okay. Moon and a feather. No feather. Sure, that's not either a moon or a feather. No, apparently not. Excuse me. Feather is white thing above the dish on the right. Cute. Seeing if the cursor changes, you know. It's like, can I pull the curtain and see the moon or something? But yes, thank you. Thank you, Dan. Or Milo, I mean. You know. So it's not this moon shape, and it's not that moon shape. Ah, welcome in. How was For Honor? Is that a shooty game? Yeah, no, I did try that because like this, the shine looks like it, and that sort of looks like it could be a moon. But good idea. I will do a stretch. Cute. Ooh. After it starts to work, it's a hack and slash with big swords. Cool. Not my genre, but I do like watching games played by people that actually play them, rather than my ineptitude. So I feel like it's one of those games that I'd probably enjoy more watching a stream. Gosh, I've got the hiccups now. This is really frustrating. Oh, that was the moon. Okay, cool. Right, excellent. Well, I now have another eye. I have a left eye and a right eye and a plank. Also, what a shine! Oh, I like your name. Hello, welcome in. And welcome in, Raiders. Working on Space Brawl for RTDL. Cool. But yes, hello, welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. I am playing a point and click game that came out today called Lunar Axe. Yep, that's definitely the right pronunciation. I'm sure he was a good boy. And this is Can You Pet the Dog? I'm afraid not, because it is a picture of a dog. That is an acceptable reason not to be able to pet the dog. I will go into the game Lunar Axe. So you can see it better there. It is a hand-drawn game based on real places in Brazil. And it's very pretty. I think someone important lived here. Ooh. Yeah, Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying your game. I liked that that was a thing. Okay, right. So, just trying to see if there's anything. Why the bed looks like it's got moss on it. That's an interesting effect. I've yet to find a collectible beyond documents. Ah, interesting. They forgot to disable the touch points behind the journal. Oh well. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Okay, so that was the way out from the way in. Okay. Oh, hello. I'm glad I came back in. I missed. You can open the drawer. And there's a key. Alright, okay. Dear friend Ribma, the situation is becoming unbearable. When the Jesuits went to the House of Representatives, the locals threw a lot of stones at them. I'm afraid a rebellion against our company is brewing. The axe will no longer be safe in our hands. I hereby humbly ask you to help me hide it. We'll be safer under your care in case something happens to me. I look forward to hearing from you. Antonio Vieira. Oh, and now the drawer is open. But there was also a key, which is what I was trying to grab. Voila. And the letter which we picked up. So, we now have a key, 2 eyes, and a plank. Plank. I don't know why plank is funny. Hi, Leaky. Welcome in. Okay, so we can't get through there. We do now have a key. Ooh, sorry. I've got the hang of this layout now, though. Okay, so if we drag the key... No, okay. Is there anywhere to unlock down here? This door looks stuck. Stuck, I tell ya. Ah, could be... Must be a way to open this. Okay. Huh. You don't actually have to click and drag. Yay! There we go. I see something in there. I see lots of things in there. Got some... look like vaguely like shears. No book on the fountain construction site. Must be rare. Okay, so we got... a lock pick! So we used a key to open a door to get a lock pick. All good. Good. Right. Can we lock pick this? Nope. Then in which case, can we lock pick the door upstairs? Yes. Oh, excuse me. Well, at least it doesn't reset it when I mess it up. Et voila! So yes, playing Lunar Axe today. And feel free to ask some questions if you want. Because we've got to make the axe joke. Ooh, what did we get? Stone. Can we combine stone with the wood plank? Or the wood plank with stone? No. No, let go! Right, it was X, wasn't it? X on here. Right. Still has some kind of hook on it. Maybe I can attach. Right, we need some sort of rope then. Okay, so we have yet to find anything I would deem collectibles aside from the documents. I can see the sea from here. Okay, so we've got an upstairs, downstairs, in my lady's chamber. No, I can't go through there. Well, I mean, rather literally, there's a hole in the way. So back is back. Alright, up. Oh, it's the vampire again. There's a hole in the floor. Oh, sorry. The hole is too big. I can't reach that chest. Well, we have a wood plank. Ha! Excellent. Okay. Let's say how much are we betting Ouroboros? Oh. Ooh. Not 1660. Interesting. $16.60. Okay. Hurry. Open the door on the left. If I want to open the chest, access the basement. The 1720 newspaper also mentions 1660. I mean, 1803? Just in case it's being American. Okay. Hmm. If anyone has suggestions, do let me know. Oh, it could be 1671. That seems likely. I did have a sea serpent in the picture. Oh, yes. Excellent. Friday, September 9th, 1661 even, sorry. Been a week since Father Antonio and the Jesuits were expelled from the state. Fortunately, we've managed to hide all axe pieces safely in the churches. I hope I never have to use it again. I'm continuing my studies on the creature, so keep struggling to help preserve the native peoples, even if I have to make some enemies in the process. Somehow managed to change my mouse. There we go, there's a key. Right. I was like, there has to be something else in here, otherwise I can't continue. Thank you, game. I mean, I am playing on hard mode, so it is possible that if you play on an easier mode, it will highlight the collectibles. Rusty key. Rusty lock. I wonder if it's possible to drain this water. Oh, I didn't know how to drain water! Ah, but we got a chain. Stone with chain. Have no idea what I'm using the ice for. Need the chain. I'm thinking that's used up. Drain the water. Hang on. Didn't we defenestrate a chair? Can we whop it with a rock? Water is leaking from that crack in the wall. Yeah, now I know what I'm supposed to be doing. There we go. Whop it with a rock! Drain the water on the basement. I gotta whop it with a rock. So, see, everything has a purpose. Throwing a chair out the window means that we can whop things with rocks. Now we should be able to get into the basement. Looks dark down there. Ugh. Oh, hello. Vampire's back. Alright. Again, yawn is not the game's fault. This is really interesting. Friday, January 1st, 1672. This is the end. Those were probably my last words. Someone broke into my house and chased me into the basement. I'm injured. They left me here to bleed to death. I believed I would be safe after the Beckman revolt failure. Apparently, I still have enemies to this day. Excuse me. Damn it, I cannot die yet. Someone needs to protect the axe. Oh. Are you a ghost, sir? Oh, you! Who are you? Can't you get out of here? Why? Was there an earthquake? An earthquake? It has awakened. It's got to be it. It will destroy the whole island. What am I talking about? The monster! It has awakened and it's going to destroy the island. Wait, I will explain. It may sound crazy, but listen to me. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Since the dawn of time, a mythological entity inhabits this island. No one knows where it came from or why it's here. Usually it stays asleep underground for centuries. Sometimes, however, it wakes and emerges, causing earthquakes and destruction wherever it goes with its gigantic body. So, moon goes here, and leaf goes in tree. Yes. Right. Among the native people living on the island, there was one known as Jacinema. Through generations, they were forced to face disturbing events whenever the serpent awakened. The warriors managed to defeat it because they possessed a magical artifact, the Lunar Axe. They have always said they received this weapon as a gift from the moon goddess. Oh, I'm going to butcher all these names again, and I'm really sorry. Coriasi? The axe has the power to return the serpent to a deep sleep. Moon! Ooh, hello, Moon Axe. Alright, the last time I worked was in 1660. I witnessed it all because at the time I was invited by my Jesuit friends to visit the village. It was the first battle that destroyed a large part of the village, but the Jacinema warriors were prepared and managed to force it back underground using the axe. Ah, axe. Oh, okay, well, warrior? Warrior! What does warrior want to be? I'm not sure where it wants me to put the warrior. Maybe here. Yes, warrior. Axe. Warrior with axe. Excellent. Love it. Love the hand drawing this. Ooh, hello. This is the ghosty person. Unfortunately, as the slave society persecuted indigenous people in the following years, almost all native peoples were destroyed. The most devoted defenders, the Jesuit priests, were expelled from the state as punishment for their actions. In a desperate move, they entrusted me with the responsibility of guarding the axe and protecting its secret. Rifle. Sword? Aha. Sword. We split the axe into 3 parts and hid them across the city. The only ones who knew of this beside me were Father Antonio and some of the Jesuit priests who also witnessed the creature's abnormal strength. The candle wants to go. Candle holder. And rock. It's a rock. There's a lot of rocks. Which particular rock do you want? There we go. I thought it was. I just couldn't get the right selection point. Okay, over the years I continued studying this entity, trying to understand more about its nature while fighting for the rights of natives and against slavery. Looks like the slave owners finally decided it was time to deal with me too. They sent a henchman to kill me in my own house. Journal. Dagger. Poor ghosty. I was not able to find anyone trustworthy enough to confide the secret of the axe in this creature. Seems you have no time left. If it really is awaiting the city's in extreme danger, I have no choice but to trust you. You need to find the axe pieces and defeat this creature before it's too late. Take the map in my quarters. It will guide you to each and every axe piece. The fate of everyone lies in your hands. Go and save the city. I will. Ghostbuster! And I apologise for calling it a vampire. To be fair, it did kind of look like a vampire, to be honest. That's my journal. I want to find that map. Okay. Oh, there's still this. Ah, looks like something fits in here. This may or may not be what we're looking for, but certainly. 1413. 14131. 141312 4. One four, 1 3, 1 2, 4, 2, 1. Oh. Oh, thank God that was it. That is about my limit for a Simon Says thing. Ooh, hello. Reference unlocked. We got a wood. Ooh, so that's how they do that. Interesting. Love it. Okay. We might be missing a journal piece. Map. Okay. Exit. Okay. Blue. Escapist. Get out of the manor. But not Sherlock. Explore the whole manor. I thought I had. It's really pretty. Can't get in this way. I know what you need to do. You need to pull these out in order, but it's the... How do I actually do the pulling out? How do I see what's selected? So far all I've got is dings. Ah! Okay, so right trigger, left bumper, right on the D-pad. It resets otherwise. Okay, so each of those are mapped to each of the 6 sticks. Right, okay. Sorry, took me a little to figure that one out. So then it was left, right, and then I think left bumper, right trigger. Really breaking into a church in the middle of the night, apparently. Is there a light switch? Sorry. Can't see a thing. We're clicking, not clicking all the things, because that tends to send us 7 screens over, and that's not fun. I need matches. I don't have matches. Oh. Hello. Oh god, has it reset it? It's reset it. Okay. So apparently I just reset the entire game. Cool. Or reset this whole area. And all my tasks. All I wanted to do was see if there were matches. I just have to do all that again. Yeah, but I mean, this isn't anything I did. I thought I'll just go back and see if I missed matches at the thing. Not, oh, you just reset the entire level. So now I actually can't get out without redoing it. Which is more than a little annoying. Okay, not a big fan of games completely resetting, especially when I couldn't see how to continue from the other bit. Right, so we do have to do that to get the eye. One, four, 1, 3, 1, 2. Four, 2, 1. Reference unlocked. So yeah, I did that mainly because I was like, I don't know if it's going to, you know, if it's reset my collectibles or what. So no, I went the wrong way. Can't just pick up the map, it won't let you. Just in the room with the cabinet. I don't know what I was thinking. There's nothing really extra. Less fun the second time around. Yeah, that was a little annoying. Let's go through all that again. Especially because I've not got the explore the whole mansion thing, and I feel like I've done that. You won't make the mistake of coming back there. Yeah, we're just trying to find some matches. We can't even use hard. I don't hints on hard. Don't think it lets us. So yeah. A little bit soured by having to redo that first section again to get out of it. And yeah, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get a light in the dark. I don't have anything, and there's nothing that seems to be able to be picked up. So I think what I'm going to do is, I did say an hour and a half. I am tired and I'm stuck. Plus, if we exit the game, we can go and see the reference. So, you know, I will figure that out on my own time. But for now, look at my reference. Ooh, okay. So, São Luís is the capital of Maranhão, Brazil. The city is located on Upanacu Island, Big Island in Tupi language, in the South Atlantic between Baía de São Marcos, São Marcos Bay, and Baía de São José de Ribamar, San Jose Bay. The island was initially inhabited by Tupinamba people who tried to resist the Portuguese invasions. On September 8, 1612, the French arrived on the island and founded the city, naming it after the French king, Louis XIII. However, the Portuguese expelled the French, colonized the city. They also faced and defeated the Dutch invasion later. In 1997, UNESCO declared the historic centre of the city, a group of more than 4,000 properties, a World Heritage Site. São Luís is known as the Brazilian capital of reggae, but it's also famous for its many cultural expressions, such as Bumba Moi Boi and Tambor de Crioula. So, cool, we got a reference. Yay. Achievement-wise, we unlocked 5? 6. There'll be one. There we go. 6. Find the night creature. So, light at the church is what we're sort of stuck on. We know it's doable. I can't see it right now. And so night creature, night creature, night creature. Maybe that's. So there's an owl, a cat, what looks like a croissant, and a beetle. It's a bat, not a croissant. So when you found all those 4, you probably get that one. Documents, hopefully, I've been picking them all up. But explore the whole manor didn't unlock, and I'm wondering what I missed. So there we go. We've got 1 wood piece already, and then we are trying to finish the game on hard mode. There is save the city, failed to save the city. So you know, if we can figure out how to light up the church, then you know, it may be okay. If we don't get the collectibles, we can continue on in like easy mode to finish off. But we did an hour and a half. I'm tired. I need to go to bed. It's ridiculous. So that was Lunar Axe. Thanks very much to Cubai for the code for that game. Hopefully you'll got a flavour of the, art and the detailed history and stuff that's gone into this, and I'm inclined to believe I'm just being dense on missing what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, so, you know, slight bug in that when you went back to the first area you did reset. That's annoying, because I thought maybe I just missed the matches there. But obviously when I know where everything is, then that's easier, but, you know, I don't want to go back there a third time now until I've at least finished the game. So I'll figure out the candle stuff, you know, next time I pick up the game. But hopefully, you know, that was a sufficient enough showcase that if you're interested in, you know, history, it's an inexpensive game. You know, maybe give it a try. But yes, we are done for today. Thank you for watching. Thanks to everyone for the raid. See, I'm just having problems with words. So you're all awesome. I'm Joe, otherwise known as Angela's K. I gotta get into my pajamas so I don't fall asleep on the sofa. I will catch you at the weekend, hopefully, with maybe some puzzly games. We'll see. Have a great one. Bye.